Hey everybody, Ray here. Back in another video, we're looking at the G5, S7 and the S7 Edge at the same time today. So the S7 Edge, I've been using it since it was released, about 2 months now. The S7, not necessarily a huge difference. And the G5, I've used it for a couple of weeks. I'm sure I've tried everything they've offered, and yeah, I'm here to share my very own thoughts towards these three devices I've used. Basically, I've covered everything in the full review, so today we're spotting their differences. Great. With a 5.1-inch display, the S7 is the smallest device without a doubt. But interestingly, the 5.5 inches S7 Edge is actually narrower than the 5.3 inches LG G5. The G5 is shorter, by the way. If you're a one-handed guy, there's no comparison here, actually, go straight for the S7. But if you like the curvy design, that's what the S7 Edge all about. Same for the modular design on the G5. When it comes to design, it really depends on personal preference, but the truth is the combination of glass and metal works much better than some painting on top of a metal chassis. It feels cooler and sleeker. More than that, the S7 and the S7 Edge are IP68 water industry systems, with a larger 3000 mAh battery or a much larger 3600 mAh one on the S7 Edge. Both capable of charging wirelessly. Fair enough, I have to say, it's a fingerprint magnet. We don't have to worry about that at all on the G5. With a modular design, the battery is removable. We can also switch between different modules to get some specific functions, like the hi-fi deck and the camera module I've reviewed before. The curvy design on the front panel also makes it a more comfy phone to make phone calls. Enough for those boring stuff, so I'm gonna show you some pictures I've taken with them. Before that, they both offer manual control over the camera, but the S7 Edge takes a step further. The viewfinder actually zooms in automatically when I was trying to focus manually. Super handy indeed. The focus point will now be perfectly accurate. The most amazing thing is the full control carries on to the video mode. Manual ISO, white balance and focus are all available when I was recording video. Brilliant. LG did add a manual video mode on the V10, but it's no longer available on the G5. These amazing shots are from the S7 Edge. Anyway, let's compare their image quality. Just like the ultimate comparison we've done before, the S7 Edge gives the best low-light pictures, with a wider dynamic range. But I really like the wide-angle camera on the G5. If you go travel a lot, you'll find it's really handy. You can put so much more stuff in a shot without taking a panorama photo. Now, time for the speed test. Before that is the fingerprint sensor. It's much quicker on the G5. Unlike the S7 Edge, on the G5 you just touch and boom, it's unlocked. Anyway, if you love speed, you'll be happy for picking up either the G5, S7 or the S7 Edge. Based on our custom speed test, they actually perform nearly identical to each other. I'm actually quite impressed by this result. It shows the Snapdragon 820 and the Exynos 8890 perform nearly the same from day-to-day tasks to gaming. If you're looking for similarities, both LG and Samsung has added always-on display on their flagship devices. Still, the S7 Edge gives us a whole lot more settings like the clock face, background images, and so on. The G5, simply a choice between showing the time or a personalized message. Also, due to the big backlight LCD display, LG has to keep the brightness low to avoid massive battery consumption. The difference is, you can see the time clearly all the time under direct sunlight on the S7, but not on the G5. I also appreciate Samsung's approach to multitasking. Multi-window and floating windows works exceptionally great with tons of app support. The exclusive Edge display functions as well. Well, I would say it's not a key feature that you must need, but the sexy, futuristic look is. The G5 though, maybe is the only mainstream flagship in 2016 to offer an IR blaster. Yes, the display, the Super AMOLED display is super vibrant and also brighter. Outdoor visibility is extraordinary on the S7 and the S7 Edge. Under direct sunlight you can barely see things clearly on the G5, but it's absolutely not a problem at all on the S7. It also gives true deep black, so the contrast ratio is higher. The IPS quantum display on the G5 also offers high color saturation with very little light bleeding when the phone is tilted. Still, it's more on the greenish side and the colors are not as sharp. Audio quality though, you cannot find anything better than the G5 with a hi-fi deck on. All those wide soundstage bass, vocal are clean and magnificent. Without a deck, the S7 drives overhead headphones or other mid to high-end headphones a little bit better. Finally is the battery life test. It's interesting to see how close the S7 and the S7 Edge perform, even though they have a 600 mAh battery difference. To be fair, the G5 is one of the most long-lasting phones with an IPS display, but it's not comparable to Samsung's offers. Right, if you think the S7 and the S7 Edge look better, nicer, and more premium, go for it. It also packs a better low-light camera, longer battery life, and a better display with better multitasking software. In contrast, if you don't want a fingerprint magnet, go for the G5. The wide-angle camera is brilliant. You're also getting a faster fingerprint sensor, and the modular design as well. So pretty much it. Hope you guys find this video useful and don't forget to subscribe. Once again, this is Ray. See you next time.